There are more gangsters in the rap industry today than there are on the streets. Almost every rapper out there has either pulled out a gun on an op or has had their op pull out on them. Sadly, some of these situations happen on live video, where everyone in the world gets to see what happened. While many of these rappers do not want to be caught lacking, you'd be surprised to see just how easy it is for many of them to get caught lacking. Honeycomb Brazie. While this rapper was trying to buy a Lakers jersey on Instagram Live, his ops pulled up on him. Rapper Honeycomb Brazie is no stranger to gang life and street violence, as he was already getting into trouble with the feds at age 10. To top it off, the rapper is in his late 20s, and he's already spent a decade of his life locked up. Back to his attack on Instagram Live. In November 2020, Brazie went out to buy a Kobe Bryant jersey in Montgomery County. After getting the jersey, he was showing it off to his fans on Instagram Live when suddenly bullets started ringing in the air.
We need a big man. Whoever the big man stopping for real in the post for real, come get it, man.
Yeah, you gotta be shooting that hoe like Kobe.
We catching that out of rebound for real, come get it.
Got
it.
Come
get it for real, come get it, man. You gotta be catching that out of rebound.
In no time, the screen went dark, and neither Honeycomb Brazie nor his friends were seen. But the was still being fired. The surveillance footage from the scene was later released, showing another angle of what happened. The footage showed a BMW drive past him. A few seconds later, the rapper's crew started hiding behind the car and reaching into the back seat to grab their. They all attacked right back at the hitmen, and at one point, a guy in the driver's seat jumped out and started running toward another vehicle. Although more than 50 rounds were fired that day, thankfully, no one got hit. The unfortunate incident was linked to a man who had been on Honeycomb Brazie's neck from an incident that went down in 2016. Back in 2016, Honeycomb Brazie allegedly assassinated a man called Stank, who was well known and loved in their community. The incident occurred when Stank pulled up to his girlfriend's house and found Brazie there. The rapper claimed to have been there to sell her some, but an argument broke out that took Stank's life. Although Brazie was in jail for the incident, he became very much hated in the community, and gangs began attacking him. The attacks on Brazie's life got so severe that his grandparents lost their lives in the beef after their home was set on fire. Kodak Black. Rapper Kodak Black was caught lacking, which wasn't a surprise to anyone. Only this time, he was caught on camera. After Kodak Black got out of prison, he was involved in an assassination attempt after a fight broke out at The Nice Guy in West Hollywood on February 12, 2022.
You know, I watch a lot of your IG live videos, Yak, and you said something. You was like, you kept saying, man, finally somebody got me. Like, did you expect that? I mean, of course, clearly, I guess you expected that energy to come back to you, but why? Why look at it in that way? Like, finally somebody got you.
I mean, cause it's like, I'm the type of, nobody gonna make me feel bad, man. Nobody on the internet gonna make me go crazy. Like, damn, they laughing.
According to reports, rappers Kodak Black, Gunna, and Lil Baby were standing outside of The Nice Guy, which was hosting an exclusive party after Justin Bieber's pre-Super Bowl performance at the Pacific Design Center. Sources said the group seemed to be smiling and laughing before a fight broke out, then it was heard. 3 people were hit during the and transported to local hospitals, including Kodak, a 19-year-old, and a 60-year-old. On February 18th, Yak hopped on Instagram Live to tell his fans more about the situation. He was seen shirtless in a room with another man, flashing cash in the video. Quarterbacks get sacked too, he said. Listen, bruh, them pop me. Stop playing.
That shit pussy with that it is. Alright, whatever. Take they lick. We don't know nothing. Nobody want nothing. Nobody want nothing. Nah, whatever. You hear me? But at the end of the day, they ain't hot and they just put it. Screenshot it. Be happy about it. Whatever. Hooray! Celebrate this. You hear me?
Kodak continued. Screenshot it. Be happy about it. Whatever. Hooray! Celebrate this, mother. You heard me. About time. I ain't hiding it. This what it is. He added. I done stood up in multiple and they never get scratched. Just got a little scratch. A month after the incident, Kodak recovered. And he could walk on his own without using a cane for support.
How you feeling? How you feeling? How's your leg, first of all?
I'm alright. This shit ain't bad, nothing.
Mm-hmm. You could walk okay? You don't need crutches or anything?
I got a walker, but I don't be using it, though. That one.
Young Dolph. Rapper Young Dolph was caught lacking one too many times during his lifetime. Sadly, the last time he was caught lacking was the day he breathed his last. Although he was heavy in the rap scene, Young Dolph wasn't into gang-related drama like these modern-day rappers. However, he had beef with rappers on the side that found a way to put him in harm's way. Before he passed away, Young Dolph was involved in several rap beefs that had previously posed a threat to his life. He wasn't on good terms with his fellow Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, and the two of them made it clear to one another. Young Dolph sent a diss track to Yo Gotti titled Play With Yo, where he rapped about having an affair with the mother of Yo Gotti's child. Yo Gotti rescinded to Young Dolph in a diss track of his own titled Don't Beef With Me, where he attacked Dolph and sent him a warning. Unfortunately, Gotti didn't stop at the song, and this was when Young Dolph got caught lacking. He allegedly sent goons to assassinate Young Dolph. Luckily for him, Dolph escaped the 100 bullets fired at his bulletproof SUV that night.
About having a bulletproof car, that means that's some though, for reals. That just means you're ready for war. To even think my car is not prepared.
I ain't ready for war.
Later that night, Dolph performed his Play With Yo song at a concert as a message to Yo Gotti. Dolph was lucky to survive the event in February 2017 because his SUV was bulletproof. He spent $300,000 getting it done.
Okay, well that Dolph Obama, since we're gonna talk about Dolph Obama, right? Ready for war.
Yeah.
For a car being, how much does a bulletproof car cost?
$300,000.
For real though? Damn, $300,000? And so is that, how long did it take to make that car, to get it bulletproof?
What? I think 4 months, 3 months, 4 months.
Are all your cars bulletproof?
Just not my cars, his cars, my
Dolph
brother.
Obama's cars, are they bulletproof?
During the interview, Young Dolph said that the richer he got, the more threat his life faced, and he sure wasn't wrong about that. So months later, in 2017, Young Dolph was attacked again by assassins. This time, there was no bulletproof vehicle to save him. However, Yo Gotti was linked to the planned assassination as they were both staying at Lowe's Hotel, where Young Dolph got hit. And to top it off, the people arrested for the crime were members of Gotti's entourage. Luckily for Young Dolph, the attempt didn't take his life, but it left him with bullet wounds and an induced coma. That wasn't the last time Young Dolph was caught lacking. The last time he was caught lacking was more publicized than the rest, as it was seen on video. On November 17, 2021, Dolph was tragically assassinated through the glass doors of a cookie store, Makita's Butter Cookies, in Memphis, Tennessee. Before his tragic passing, Young Dolph enjoyed buying cookies from Makita's, and just a couple of days before the situation, the bakery posted an Instagram video about him. In the video, Young Dolph was seen promoting the store's cookies, and the store owner was heard saying he always came over to the store whenever he was in Memphis. Julio Fulio. Like many other modern rappers, Jacksonville rapper Julio Fulio has also been caught lacking. And this time around, he was the one who went live on his Instagram about the situation. Fulio has been famous for being involved in several violent situations and rapped about people who got assassinated in those situations.
If you're going news for Jacksonville, the Corbin real deal got like, I know. You say, hey, this how funny the fans is, bro. I swear to God, bro. I be reading some of the comments, right? Hey, that grown ass can't get out. He got abducted. Do you know how much sense that make? Cause when you grown, you get abducted. You don't get out. Like type shit. That man got abducted, real shit. Like, that's my worst feeling. Kidnapping me, I swear to God, bro. Like.
However, the last time a bullet came his way was when he was a teenager. He didn't think he'd be in any harm's way until his ops sniffed him out in 2021. In November 2021, Julio Fulio was caught lacking on live in Jacksonville. And according to Fulio, nothing less than 100 rounds of ammunition were fired that night. Fulio was involved in a gang-related situation, and it was revealed that he was the prime target of the attack. 3 men dressed in black hoodies pulled up at Fulio's house and began to fire at him. Luckily for Fulio, using in self-defense is allowed under Florida law, so he pulled out his gun and engaged in a crossfire with his ops. He managed to escape the scene with a grazed bullet wound on his leg. He got out of the scene and didn't even need to go to the hospital for any major treatment, nor did he require any medical help. Although the attackers were able to graze him after nearly 100 rounds of ammunition were fired, it is unknown whether Fulio was able to hit any of the 3 men sent to eliminate him. A couple of hours after the crossfire, Fulio uploaded an update via his Instagram Live about how he was caught lacking. He claimed that his wasn't the only thing that saved him from getting eliminated in the event. Apparently, Julio used voodoo magic to also attack his. He said via his Instagram story after the situation, it didn't come as a big surprise to many of his fans because his parents are well known as migrants of Haiti, and voodoo is very popular among his people.
She trying to put that wooded woo on me. Don't even know, bro.
King Von. It's been over a year since King Von was tragically assassinated, and his passing still remains a trending topic. King Von's passing still hurts many because he was a notorious gangster in the rap world, and people from O-Block idolized him. However, never would they have thought that the most feared hitman on their block would be caught lacking on video, and that he would go out by the on November 6, 2020, at about 2:15 a.m., King Von, whose real name is Davon Bennett, was involved in an altercation with rapper Quando Rondo and his crew in an Atlanta nightclub. According to reports, Von and a group of men left the Opium nightclub before heading to the hookah lounge where the incident occurred. While at the hookah lounge, two men approached King Von's group in the parking lot, and the two groups of men started to argue with each other. The argument escalated to According to reports, 6 men were hit during the group altercation. King Von and 2 men lost their lives as a result of their injuries, and the other 3 were injured. Timothy Leaks, aka Lil Tom, who was with Quando Rondo, was charged as the man who pulled the trigger that took out King Von. Ever since the tragedy occurred a little over 14 months ago, Quando Rondo and his crew, the 4K Trey Gang, haven't had peace, as they've received threats after threats from Lil Durk and his OTF crew over the passing of King Von. Spider D. Spider D is one other rapper who was down on Instagram Live. While he was on Instagram Live on his block, Spider D was fired at by his ops. He was talking about the gangster disciples and the black disciples. He bragged about not having to wear bulletproof in his hood because he wasn't scared of his ops. He said to his fans, "I'm good in these streets." However, before Spider could hop off the live video, bullets were heard ringing in the air, and he and his friends had to pull out their weapons to attack their ops right back. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Not many people knew Spider D before the crazy attack on his life, but people who knew him weren't shocked that the incident had happened. You see, Spider D, a Chicago rapper from Altgale Gardens, is also affiliated with the Black Disciples.
Yo, y'all know what it is, y'all know what it ain't, man. Look, Wild Hunters rapper Spider D, if I'm not mistaken, he from the Altgale Gardens. I did a ride through there this summer. Big apartment complex. I wouldn't even say projects. Pretty much, you know, they got BDs and I think they got GDs and some other stuff going on. It's so big, it's one half versus the other.
Spider D began his music career sometime in 2017, and over the next couple of years, his name was known in Chicago for tracks like Listen Here, Part 1 and 2, and it's up there. He claims he isn't in the rap game for fame. His crew just encouraged him to start rapping because their ops were always making diss tracks, and as the best rapper in the crew, he automatically became the man to respond. Somehow, gang culture always finds its way into the rap game, and the case of Spider D is a clear example. On February 19th, 2020, Brooklyn rapper Bashir Baraka Jackson, aka Pop Smoke, was caught lacking. According to reports, 2 masked carried out the gruesome attack on his life that occurred during a home invasion. The robbers, including a 15-year-old boy, admitted to attacking Pop Smoke after they got into a confrontation over jewelry. The gang was able to track him down to the Los Angeles property after spotting the address in an Instagram post. In Pop Smoke's case, a detective revealed that the suspects confronted Pop Smoke while he was in the shower naked. The rapper is said to have momentarily complied with orders to hand over the jewelry, but then attacked the intruders. Pop Smoke was allegedly pistol whipped before the teen hit him with bullets.